Hey fam, happy Sunday. I was just thinking to myself, as I usually do. Somebody said something along the lines of, reincarnation. Who do we look up to? Who do we study that we might have been before? I think about these famous artists, and I'm like, what if that was me? Or someone memorable? What if that was you in a past lifetime? And you're looking up to them, wishing that you could be like that, or you were that person, or whatever it might be. You could do something that extraordinary, which you have. And who knows why we reincarnate? I think it's just a journey, and it's an adventure for our soul. To live, to be human, is something else. So it's a gift that we give to ourselves, and it's not easy, but it's beautiful. It's like no pain, no gain. What if you're here for a different purpose, or if you came back to finish your purpose, or whatever it might be? I don't know. But give yourself a little bit of a break. Perhaps you've already done something extraordinary in a previous lifetime, and this lifetime is the bonus where you get to enjoy. Oh, that just hit me. Man, I am insightful. Honestly, so I always, have had a drive to be extraordinary, to do something legendary, to just change the world. But often when I meditate, or once I had this really strong meditation, and it was basically like, what are the kind of 5 things to remember in this lifetime? And I couldn't remember all of them. I wrote them down, but I don't have that journal with me. But the number 1 was fun. It's like, this lifetime is fun. And I saw an astrologist a while ago. It was really interesting because it basically told me there's a lot of trauma in my soul. It sounds dark, but not in a bad way. Like lots of war trauma, or I guess I've just had some rough lifetimes. And often I think I have such a great life. I don't think that that's a statement. I truly do. It's amazing. I don't know how I got so lucky. Where I think to myself, because it's like I don't really believe in luck. My grandpa always said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. But I was born lucky, so that I was in this lifetime. I was born lucky. So I often wonder, okay, is this the rewarding life? Like, am I trying to work harder than I need to? This lifetime is supposed to be fun. That's what my guides told me. That's what my higher self told me. Whoever told me, that was a very clear message. But I almost resist it. I don't think that I deserve it because I haven't done anything extraordinary yet. And then my mom, love moms, she's like, you've changed people's lives, going in the ocean, doing all these things. It's like, okay, yeah, I have. I have helped others, not to the level that I want to. I want to help literally the entire world, just in so many ways. I don't know exactly how. I mean, I do kind of know how I'm doing it. It's just time till we get there, but we'll never get there because I'll always have a new idea. The point of this is to just reflect on, and if you don't believe in reincarnation, I don't know, to me it's like gravity. Manifestation is like gravity. It's more of a fact. And really, it's like when somebody said to me yesterday, it was so interesting. I actually believe in manifestation. Like, she was like, I do, like convincing me that she does. And the way I heard it was somebody saying, I actually believe in gravity. And it's like, well, duh. Like, that's very much a fact, and we know that. But for some reason, manifestation or the power of thought or just your brain, like mind power, is not a fact. Like, not everyone believes it. which floors me. I just don't get it. They said, oh, I manifested my job. I'm like, well, duh. Like, we all do. She goes, I thought about that. I wanted to work here, and now I'm working here. And it's like, well, yeah, that's how it works. Like, it's really that simple. Like, you guys, it's really that simple. You just have to think about what you want. Then obviously take the action steps. But once you get there, it's like you black out. Like, I'm here in London. I moved. I like to think I manifested it. I don't know, what else do you call it? Yes, okay, I got a visa and I sent in my paperwork and I paid for the whatever I paid for. So it's like I did very much take the steps. But once you're here, you're like, oh, I made it happen. It's like all the tiny little steps just are erased. You're like, I manifested this. Here I am. Circling back to reincarnation, what if your soul has already done something great? Doesn't mean you don't have to do something great, but maybe your great is simply just living freely and inspiring others to do so. It doesn't have to be as hard as you think it is. That's one thing I was in denial for a long time. I almost didn't accept how privileged, I didn't accept how privileged I was, because so many people, growing up, where are you from? I don't say where I'm from, because the response I get is like, what's the point? I don't need the response, like, thank you, but why not just, like, positive? Why is everyone so negative? Like, I just don't get it. I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, just embracing this privileged lifestyle. And maybe you're building something for your family. Maybe it isn't an easy life and you're going uphill. I think the harder lives are the older souls. It's like each new level that you unlock, it's more challenging. Where, yes, I have a privileged life, but internally it's more challenging because there's like so introspective that like all my struggles are in my head. Obviously they're in life too, but the majority of them are me just like figuring out this greater meaning. And maybe that sounds philosophical, and perhaps it's true, but I just don't understand how people don't have these thoughts. I was, classic, jet skiing with someone a few months ago, and we were on the water, and he had said, oh, well, what's that? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, what's that? I'm like, I don't know. And it was a bunch of, I don't know, like, class, I don't know. It looked like windmill, like not windmills, but like, whatever, spaces where they do things. This sounds horrible. Or a bridge or dam or whatever, things like that. Just like random things that we didn't really know what it was, but clearly people were working over there. And we had gone to a new area, so I didn't know it that well. I kind of go mostly around where we live, just because it's safer. And if I go too far on my own, you never know. Anyways, and he was like, you've been here for 27 years and you don't know what this is. Like, you've seen this how many times and you don't know what this is? And I thought to myself, yeah, how come I never look at those things and ask, what is it? That's not where my mind is at. What I'm thinking about when I'm looking at things, I'm like, could I see through that? If I, matched the vibrational frequency that this tree or what a mountain, like, could I see through it? Or if I just stare at all this long enough, will it kind of look like the Matrix, and will I blend in and everything will sort of cease to exist and be solid, and it'll just be a bunch of energy particles floating together? And I am not on drugs. Like these are just my thoughts regularly. Where then often I think, okay, am I an older soul? Because it's like when you do take drugs, shrooms, maybe you haven't already, but it just opens your mind. Where my mind is open day to day, but I also make it more open by taking the time to think about these things, and I consciously open it by listening to absolute abundance of books. I don't know, I get off topic, but I talk about a lot of things, but they're all kind of connected. It's just an audio journal, you guys. Enjoy the thoughts. Enjoy being different. Enjoy your privilege. Enjoy your hardship. Enjoy whatever gift you were given in this life. And if it doesn't seem like a gift, it's still a gift. It's a challenge for you to get through. But you don't just rush through it. Like, pick up pieces while you're in the tunnel. You know, there's beauty to be found all around. Not just outside of you, but within you too. Okay, love you. Bye.